Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Philippine-U.S. military exercise demonstrates unified defense readiness in Lawag. Municipality of Bontoc, Southern Leyte declares stable internal peace and security. 61 OFWs from Israel to arrive in Philippines. Danger level heat index expected in 37 areas. Good day everyone, as well to our troops that come in Rio Ginaldo, Quezon City. Today is Tuesday, May 7. We will bring you the latest news from our forces and the other information around the Philippines. I am Ralph Suzon for AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for the brief overview of our stories, the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the United States Armed Forces showcase their synchronized defense capabilities in a joint counter-landing drill at La Paz Sand Dunes, Lawag yesterday. With a focus on repelling beach landings, it featured a range of military assets, including artillery and anti-tank missiles. This demonstration not only affirmed the readiness of both nations, but also reiterated their commitment to enhance interoperability and to ensure stability in the Indo-Pacific region. The said activity is still part of ongoing balikatan that will end on May 10.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Municipal Task Force Alcac of Bontoc, Southern Leyte announced the declaration of stability, internal peace, and security status for the entire municipality yesterday. This proclamation, signified by resolutions from the Municipal Peace and Order Council, emphasizing the municipality's readiness to uphold government stability. Moreover, Mayor Noel Anasuk expressed gratitude to stakeholders for their efforts, highlighting the positive impact on Bontoc's progress and welfare. Also, Lieutenant Colonel Gabi of the 14th Infantry Battalion praised the collective efforts in addressing local insurgency.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
For more Balikatan updates, let us hear the details from Private Nasyo regarding Philippine soldiers observe U.S. Army's medical capabilities in Cagayan.
The ongoing Balikatan Exercise 39-2024 includes a series of subject matter expert exchanges, and part of it is the demonstration of the latest medical practices and techniques used in military operations. Members of the Forward Service Medical Company under the 5th Infantry Division Philippine Army actively participated in a capability demonstration organized by the 10th Field Hospital of the United States Army at the Cagayan North International Airport in Lalo, Cagayan on April 29, 2024. The demonstration sought to foster knowledge exchange and enhance interoperability between the armed forces of the Philippines and the United States Army. Forward Service Medical Company personnel were able to observe and engage with their U.S. Army counterparts, gaining valuable insights into the latest medical practices and techniques used in military operations. The demonstration provided Forward Service Medical Company personnel with an opportunity to witness a wide range of medical capabilities, from field hospital setups to advanced trauma care, as well as emergency response protocols. This hands-on experience is expected to improve the readiness and effectiveness of the Armed Forces of the Philippines medical teams during joint exercises and in real-world scenarios. The said demonstration is also a crucial component of modern military preparedness, capacitates soldiers with the necessary skills and knowledge to provide prompt and timely medical aid to their wounded fellows under high-stress combat scenarios. This is Meljoy Nasho reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Private Nasyo.
DWDD DWDD Armed Forces
For other
News.
news, the Philippine Army asserted that the new People's Army's attempts to reclaim control of southern Panay face inevitable failure. Brigadier General Michael Samson, the commander of 301st Infantry Brigade, considered Southern Front as already dismantled due to several setbacks inflicted by our government forces. He emphasized that the rebels were failed as the troops sustained the momentum through their successful military operations. The latest encounter on May 2 at Barangay Kawilihan, Leon, further weakened the Southern Front with most casualties from the regional Centro de Gravidad dispatched by the Committee Region Panay to recapture the area.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
About 10,000 former rebels or New People's Army rebels and their families receive aid from Department of Labor and Employment amidst the process of integrating themselves into mainstream society. National Task Force and local communities on conflict said that it included the livelihood and employment programs. DOLE Undersecretary Benjamin Benavides said that the department is also committed in ensuring that opportunities are available for former combatants so that they can have sustainable sources of income and transition successfully to civilian life.
Armed Forces Radio.
Bring us the latest insights from the scene. We have our correspondent Jay. Let us hear the details about BRP Andres Bonifacio resumes patrols in West Philippine Sea.
The BRP Andres Bonifacio, one of the 3 offshore patrol vessels of the Philippine Navy assigned to the Naval Forces West and Western Command area of operations, has resumed patrols in the West Philippine Sea. This came after the vessels underwent extensive repairs and upgrades to its communications and sensor equipment. Among the upgrades is its combat management system, and the ship now features new air and surface search radar. With these enhancements, the BRP Andres Bonifacio is expected to effectively fulfill its mandate under Naval Task Force 31, ranging from maritime patrol operations to internal security operations and logistics support mission. This is Katropang Jade reporting, AFP News 1, AFP Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Jay.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Army honored the soldier who was killed in a clash with New People's Army and Matuguinao, Samar. Captain Jefferson Mariano, the spokesperson of 8th Infantry Division, stated that Corporal Arvian Pahanustan offered the ultimate sacrifice while serving the people of Samar to attain lasting peace. He also extended his condolences to his bereaved family. Pahanustan, one of the troopers of 19th Infantry Battalion, died during a clash with a group of 10 rebels led by a certain Tigeo de la Cruz in the upland village of San Roque in Matuguinao town.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
For our national news, 61 overseas Filipino workers from war-torn Israel will head home to the Philippines on Thursday. According to the Department of Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Leo Cagdam, the group is the largest number to the government's voluntary repatriation program since hostilities broke out in October last year between Israel and the militant Palestinian group Hamas. Cagdam, together with DMW and other government officials, will welcome the OFWs at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 in Pasay City. From DMW's record, 463 OFWs in Israel have already availed of voluntary repatriation as of January this year.
Armed Forces Radio.
Now let us hear from our reporter at the ground for more latest updates about 22nd IB discovers hidden firearms in mountainous area in Sorsogon. Go on for the details, JR.
Troops from 22nd Infantry Battalion unearthed 4 long firearms believed to have been buried by the New People's Army in the mountainous terrain of Barangay Maalo, Huban, Sorsogon. They recovered M16 Armalite rifle, suspected to have been deliberately hidden by the communists for malicious intentions. According to 9th Infantry Spear Division, local tip of the soldiers about the hidden arms of the NPA rebels. Meanwhile, the military expressed gratitude to the residents for their ongoing solidarity in effort to end insurgency in their area. This is JR reporting for AFP Community News. 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, JR.
DWDD National News.
The Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration forecasted danger heat level index in 37 areas across the country today, May 7. According to the report, the highest heat index could peak at 45 degrees Celsius in Dagupan City, Pangasinan, Clark, Pampanga, Cuyo, Palawan, and Virac, Catanduanes. Heat index in other places are projected to hit 42 degrees Celsius to 44 degrees Celsius. Pag-asa cautioned the public that under danger level, heat cramps and heat exhaustion are possible, while prolonged exposure to the sun may lead to heat stroke.
DWDD. National News.
Clark, Pampanga recorded 50 degrees Celsius heat index yesterday, according to the Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration. In the past 4 days, the State Weather Bureau only noted 39 degrees Celsius to 41 degrees Celsius in Clark International Airport. The highest actual temperature hit 39.8 degrees Celsius in Muñoz, Nueva Ecija, followed by Tuguegarao City, Cagayan at 39 degrees Celsius. On the other hand, La Trinidad, Benguet registered a below caution index at 26 degrees Celsius, while Baguio City was at a hotter 28 degrees Celsius.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
For other updates, let us hear the details about China's lies and propaganda on West Philippine Sea issue designed to deviate Filipinos' attention. Go ahead for the details, Terence.
Surigao del Norte Representative Robert Ace Barbers denounced the continuing propaganda from the Chinese government purportedly to ease tensions in the West Philippine Sea, saying these are designed to veer Filipinos' attention to cover up their intrusions and bullying of our troops in the contested region. Barbers is in full support of Defense Secretary Gilbert Chiduro Jr. to stop the charade of Chinese embassy official that there is a gentleman's agreement. China's claim of the verbal gentleman's agreement with former President Rodrigo Duterte on the Ayungin Shoal in WPS is a lie, he said. Barber said that this gentleman's agreement was confirmed by AFP Westcom, DND chief, and the National Security Advisor, which Secretary Teodoro has debunked all those claims. Chinese banking on these fabricated verbal agreements to justify their presence in the WPS, bullying our Coast Guard and BFAR ships inside the Philippine territory, he said. Barbers and his elder brother, Surigao del Norte Governor Robert Lyndon Barbers, have already announced that they welcome government move to install a naval station and EDCA site in their province to protect the country's eastern seaboard from drug traffickers, criminal enterprises, and foreign intruders. This is Terence Mordeno Grana reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Terence.
DWDD. National News.
For other development story, the Department of Agriculture is in favor of the proposed amendments to Republic Act 11203 or the Rice Tarification Law to allow the National Food Authority to sell rice to markets at a lower price. The DA made that statement following the announcement of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. that he would certify the proposed amendments to RTL as urgent, considering that NFA mandates is now limited to national buffer stocking. According to Agriculture Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa, the legislative action may be favorable in preparation for the upcoming La Nina. De Mesa added that provision is suited in emergency cases since the NFA and DA can intervene in the market.
DWDD. National
The
News.
Land Transportation Office introduced the Action on the Spot hotline, where motorists can report online scams and erring drivers. LTO Chief Assistant Secretary Vigor Mendoza II said the hotline caters to complaints about phishing scams, particularly those regarding fake traffic violations, as well as abusive and erring motorists on the roads. The office urged motorists to forward suspected phishing scams or send SMS complaint about law-breaking drivers to 0929 0992-0865. In line with it, the LTO will distribute action on the spot stickers carrying a QR code to motorists, especially those who renew their vehicle registration.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
Let us hear more update outside our station. Let us hear from Beth about 31 BI personnel sworn in as Philippine Air Force reservists.
The Bureau of Immigration proudly announced that 31 immigration officers have been sworn in as a reservist of the Philippine Air Force after completing a rigorous 3-month basic need citizen military training. The new batch of reservists was honored and a ceremony held at the Villamor Air Force Base in Pasay City. This marked the third batch of immigration personnel to undergo and the program showcasing their commitment and contributing to national defense. BI Commissioner Norman Tansinko lauded the dedication of the new batch, emphasizing their exemplary service to the community. This is Beta Nieto reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Beth Taniete.
DWDD National News.
For other national news, House Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez said the Department of Agriculture will join forces to achieve an ambitious goal of reducing the price of rice below 30 pesos per kilo in certain parts of the country starting in July. Romualdez said they are optimistic that it is possible to offer rice below 30 pesos per kilo early as July this year, and the DA has already identified the areas where affordable well-milled rice will be made available to the public. This said agreement was made public after the House leader met with Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel, the key officials from the National Irrigation Administration, and other agencies affiliated with the DA.
DWDD National News.
Over 1.5 million children nationwide benefited from the supplementary feeding program for the school year 2023 to 2024 of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. According to DSW spokesperson Irene Domlao, the agency has led the nourishment of 1,526,261 children enrolled in child development centers and 33,198 children under supervised neighborhood play in 1,116 implementing local government units as of March 30. In regard to this, the DSWD pledged to continuous collaboration with national agencies, LGUs, and development partners to strengthen its feeding program as part of the government's anti-hunger efforts.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
We have a report coming in from Mike about PFC Charlie Suarez expresses gratitude to Army Commanding General for the support in recent boxing victory. Go on for the details, Mike.
Yes, Roof, good afternoon. Private First Class Charlie Suarez, the Army's boxing pride, extended his gratitude to the Army Commanding General, Lieutenant General Roy M. Galedo, for the unwavering support during his recent boxing triumph. This was after he rendered a courtesy call at the headquarters Philippine Army yesterday. In relation to this, the Army General encouraged him to continue to bring honor to the country and nurture the chosen sports. Suarez, who recently clinched the International Boxing Federation Super Featherweight belt with an unblemished professional record, secured victory over his Mexican-American opponent, Luis Correa, via an 8-round unanimous decision in a recent match in Texas last April 13, 2024. This is Mike reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Mike.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Agriculture will not impose a ban on milk from the United States despite the outbreak of highly pathogenic avian influenza among dairy cattle in the said country. The Assistant Secretary Constante Plabrica explained that a recent study of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration showed that through pasteurizing the milk, the HPAI will have no more effect and cannot infect humans. The US FDA also ensured the safety of commercial milk, considering the earlier tests conducted using 96 retail milk samples. Meanwhile, Publica said the HPAI outbreak in the cattle did not occur in the Philippines.
DWDD National News.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is positive that the negotiations for the Philippines-European Union Free Trade Agreement will be finalized by 2027 to improve two-way trade and investment. In his message delivered by Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin in the 2024 European-Philippines Business Dialogue and European Investors Night in Makati City yesterday, the president highlighted that the PHU-FTA is a crucial step in enhancing the trade partnership between the Philippines and Europe. Earlier, the Trade Secretary Alfredo Pascual and European Commission Executive Vice President Valdis Dambovi jointly announced the resumption of formal negotiations, which is expected to boost two-way trade by 6 billion euros.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
For other updates, let us hear from Chris Bell about 2 officers, 1 enlisted personnel, and 4 troopers receive award from 6th IB.
2 officers and an enlisted personnel of the 6th Infantry Campilan Division Philippine Army were honored with Silver Cross Medal during the Monday flag raising ceremony yesterday. These Silver Cross Medal awardees were Lieutenant Colonel Jerome Fajartin, First Lieutenant Marty Uchida, and Sergeant Rodel Songkayawan, Philippine Army. Likewise, 4 Campilan troopers were granted the Physical Fitness Proficiency Award for achieving a perfect 100% general average in all physical fitness test events during the restructured enlistment system training at 6th Infantry Division Gymnasium. The recipients of this award were Technical Sergeant Jose Hansel Lomo, Technical Sergeant Rolly Junicio, Technical Sergeant Jeffrey Catulong, and Technical Sergeant Geoffrey Manero, Philippine Army. Major General Alex S. Valiera, Philippine Army Commander of 6th Infantry Division and Joint Task Force Central, oversaw both award ceremonies, which were attended by officers, enlisted personnel, and civilian human resource of the command. This is Crisbel May Lorenzo reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Chris Bell.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
On the other line, let us hear from Kath about Philippine Air Force honors outstanding airmen.
Yes, Katropa, the Philippine Air Force celebrated the excellence of its personnel during the first flag-raising ceremony of May 2024. The said activity was led by Acting Commanding General, Philippine Air Force, Major General Agustin S. Malinitpov at Villamor Air Base in Pasay City. Various individuals and athletic teams were commended for their exceptional achievements. Moreover, Major General Agustin emphasized the importance of upholding excellence and dedication, commemorating Labor Day by highlighting the vital role of every airman and airwoman in ensuring peace and security. This is Katropang Kat reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Kath.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Tourism will host the first United Nations Forum on Gastronomy Tourism for Asia and the Pacific in Cebu from June 26 to 27. DOT Secretary Cristina Frasco said the forum aims to celebrate gastronomy tourism while bringing together destinations and international experts to exchange best practices. According to Frasco, the Philippines will showcase how significant food is to its culture and highlight gastronomic delights and the Filipinos who excel in the said craft. The said activity is a prelude to the country's hosting of the 36th Joint Commission meeting for East Asia and the Pacific and South Asia on June 28th.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
That's all for today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time and same station. Again, this is Rolf Susan for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD